Grace, save us.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I can't.
I think I stretched. Are we?
That's true.
The thing about that is that our recap today was written by the lovely Nicholas.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh,
Nick, is there like something that we could do to like get this started?
Oh my god.
Could we perhaps like enter
Is
the
it
new
your-
thing in like some sort of way?
Is that?
is there a way to like get into a new like the next step?
Yeah.
But it's like a
just
big step, you know?
Like both feet off the
Like,
ground.
what's the transition between here and there?
If there's just
Like-
something we could do.
As if we were planning to just like right into
Jump
it.
into it.
When we last left the Soul Seekers, they had enjoyed the grand finale of the Salt Day festivities outside of Lyric, a village of perpetual springtime. Returning to their accommodations in Asteria, they discovered the Inn of Buzz. Nova, a regal gemstone dragonborn and apparent friend of Minadora, had arrived as promised the night before. A bit of friendly friction sparked between her and the group as Quiggin received a letter. Pulling May to the side and leaving Miro and Quinn to smooth things over, Corgrim discovers that he is being summoned to the palace for an important meeting with one of the Queen's advisors. As the group says their goodnights, May walks with Miro through the starlit streets to the edge of the city, where they part ways. Elsewhere in the cool night, Celine and Quinn share a quiet moment before she silently slips away. The next morning, the common room of the inn is buzzing again with renewed excitement. Rumors had floated up from the docks about a ghost, a goose, something making quite the ruckus. Interests peaked, and with some time before Corgrim's meeting, the remaining Soul Seekers and Nova take the gondola down to the beach. By the time they arrive, a crowd had gathered, and all the attention seemed to be on a sentient pile of rocks seeking passage off the island from a confused guard. Quick to intervene, the group promises the collection of stones known as Rubicon passage from the island, and with their time growing short, make their way back into the city, into the palace. Upon entering the throne room, the group is treated to another scene. Minadora, Nova's companion and Metaxi aspirant, is engaged in heated debate with one of the advisors about her being passed for the open seat. The argument comes to a head when Minadora, teleports from the throne room, leaving the chamber in ear-splitting silence and heavy with the scent of Corgrim's latest batch of baked goods. The group is greeted, and Corgrim learns of a harrowing ritual that may help shed light on the events surrounding his clan's disappearance, the Weeping Stone. One taste of the water shed by the stone brings the darkness of one's heart to bear and forces the drinker to endure hours or days of unparalleled agony, and endure Corgrim does. May lights an incense that reminds Corgrim of home, as Quinn comforts him, and while his mind drifts into sandy visions, his body roars, contorting in pain. Fighting through the twisted dreamscape, Corgrim recalls what happened the day of his loss. His clan had not simply disappeared. They had been abducted. And it was all his betrothed, Agate, could do to save him after he had fallen before plunging back into the fray. As Corgrim wakes with the word resolute carved across his heart, somewhere above the city, Nova and Rubicon become well acquainted with each other's limitations. And that's where we're at. Gang.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much for the long recap. So,
Dope.
I think it was evening of the previous night when last we left off. Is there anything that you all would immediately like to do before this day is over? As you all kind of begin to gather back at the Crescent's Cradle Tavern.
I think Quinn would like to gather everyone together to try to discuss like next steps.
Yeah.
So this feels like a pretty good time to do that. So I think Quinn is just kind of waiting, and as everyone kind of files in, he's like kind of calling everybody over and pouring them a glass of wine.
Wonderful.
Or tea in May's case. Does everyone eventually make it? Is everyone here?
Yeah, I think we would have been together, the three of us.
Yeah.
Like,
A slightly
I mean,
wind-blown Nova, accompanied by Rubicon, make their way back as well.
my camera's on the fucking struggle bus right now. I
it's
don't
okay,
know.
you're rocks. Just be rocks.
Rocks.
Just be a
Look over
rock.
here.
All right, guys. So we got kind of a bit on our plate at the moment. We kind of got a couple choices to make. And I feel like we've tried to have this conversation a couple times already, and it didn't really get to any conclusive state. So let's get to a conclusive state today.
Good.
All right. Just thinking about things that we have to do. We have to make our way back to Aldor is the right one. Is the eastern
Yes.
Yep, Aldor. Gosh, I felt make this fucking thing. Aldor, we have to make our way back onto Aldor proper and eventually get to those wild magic storms. For a multitude of reasons.
Quick question.
Yes, Rubicon.
What's the wild magic storms?
Oh boy.
You
Okay.
don't have to actually.
Well, how can we do this? So whenever you don't understand something, or we mention something that sounds like we all know what it is and you don't know what it is, when we're done talking, you can just like make a list of everything and I'll tell you after we're done.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah.
Does that work? Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so the question is, how are we getting back to Aldor?
Well, I mean, I can take us to Nero. There is, sorry. I would like to speak to Ian, before, and it might not be a bad idea for us to speak to the alienist. We don't have to do it if it seems dangerous or if it's going to take time.
Yeah.
But if we're going to be going to the storms anyway, we might as well learn whatever we can.
Yeah, have some extra company.
Or just some knowledge.
Yeah. If his departure is like imminent, like if it's happening soon, I think we would be better. I think we'd be best served joining up with him and going up north with him. But time is of the essence here, especially because of Quakerim and his people.
If there is a big delay, we don't have to wait.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I think it would be good to see what we can get and, make our way back north from there. We can stop in Lachlan's Rest, check on Nikita.
Yeah.
And stop in Maralbach.
Yep.
See Riley.
Check on my mom and also maybe see if we can take a day and help out anybody who's hurt by the Leviathan attack.
And additionally, we have the wagon there, maybe still.
Yeah, oh, that's true. That would be helpful. And then from there, I think it's the long hike north.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up a map real quick.
If the ship goes.
Sorry.
Crumbs.
Yeah. Just really quickly, Koigrim was just saying that if the ship is kind of if its home port is the Wild Magic Storms and it like goes to Moralbach and then goes back, we're essentially going to be walking in the wake of its destruction all the way to the Wild Magic Storms, and we might be able to help people, I think was his point.
True. Yeah.
Way.
We'd probably be well served stopping in Elegy.
Yeah.
The question is, once we pass the mountains between Elegy and northern Aldor, do we want to stick to the west of the mountains and head straight into the Wild Magic Storms, or do we want to try to find a mountain pass or cross over from Sodra?
I think Well, we don't know that there is a pass at all, so it's probably best just to go straight.
I just think that would expose us more to the wild magic storms than trying to find an alternate way. But I agree. I'm just trying to.
No, I think that you're right. But, you know, that would be a big gamble of time if there was no pass.
I think, if possible, we should stick to the mountains, not the coast, as we go up toward the storm.
Yeah. There is a big expanse of like swamp. That would be difficult, but it's like the only way.
Well, if I'm traveling with you all, I don't want to overstay my welcome here. If this is like, if we need to go separate ways after you take us, May, right? Yeah, May, to like narrow. If you all need to go your separate ways. Like I don't want to impose on you all, but I do know a thing or two about swamps.
I think Koigrim kind of like takes a second and explains very slowly and carefully to both Rubicon and Nova what happened to him, like before we all met up again. And then at the end of explaining everything, kind of goes,
If you would offer your help in rescuing my people, I would appreciate it greatly. And of course, be happy to lend my aid to whatever you require.
I'm would be more than happy to travel with you all and help. The state of things with Minadora just led to events where I don't think I would be very welcome in Slag for the time being. So I am helpful in a fight and would love to help you find your people again.
Well, not to like, I don't want to like, try to oversell what we're doing here, but in addition to what's happening to Koigren's people, we're also kind of fighting against something that wants to absolutely destabilize Terminus as a whole. And I feel like we've lost more than a few of our party members, more than half our party in a couple days. So we won't turn down help, I don't think. I think it's safe to say, turning to May and Koigrim.
Yeah. So, yeah. Funny thing. I've never been in a fight. I don't know how to fight.
You've been in a swamp, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I've been in a swamp per se. I just know about swamps. Like I know how to get around and kind of try to, don't like you see the path. You don't step into like kind of the deep water. Then there's certain sections of ground that looks like they could be grassy, but it's all about kind of checking the moisture of certain plants and like the type of plants that sit on top. So basically, there's some plants that they kind of sit on top of water. They don't actually have roots in the ground, so to speak, but they're actually these really cool plants that like it can expand out and sit. And then there's these like little bugs too. Like okay. So Eller calls them like water striders, and they're like really
Okay,
cool.
great.
Little,
It's great. You
Yes,
can be a guide.
you have a
That's
great
great.
knowledge.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'll.
You
Yeah.
don't know how to fight. That is great to know.
I don't really fight either, so
Gwen
I
doesn't
do.
fight.
Well,
May does.
great.
We can teach you. Nova, you look like you know how to fight, so.
I've been in a few fights, and we could teach a lot to Rubicon. There's going to be a lot of time spent walking, talking. You seem like a really quick learner.
I know I can do a lot of other cool stuff.
I'm sure you will tell us all about it.
You can drop enemies from really high up. You can take them.
Oh yeah, I guess I
skydiving
could do
with
that.
you, and that would be very helpful.
That's what I'll do. I'll if anyone tries to hurt you, I'll turn into something big and fly up and like just drop them down.
I love him so much.
Great.
It's a good start.
Yeah, that sounds great. I don't know if we were around when you turned into something. Did we know that you could do that?
Oh yeah. Well, okay. So there's another thing I can kind of do. It's sort of helpful. Like I'm not really good in fight, but if we come across any animals or creatures, I just need to see them once, and I can usually kind of replicate some of the stuff that they can do. So if we find any good fighting animals, I'll do that.
Okay, great.
Makes somewhat sense. Sounds similar to something I used to do. Or
You could turn into animals too.
not entirely, but
Oh, okay.
somewhat.
Oh, okay. Can people here turn into animals somewhat?
No, not usually.
Oh,
Maybe people in Asteria.
huh. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so we're going to Nero.
I
Okay.
think so.
Well, we can,
Okay.
kind of go whenever.
I have the itinerary for our trip laid out, so
Okay.
got that.
The mom who plans the vacations.
It's always good to have somebody write some stuff down.
Hmm.
Okay. I guess if there's is there anything we need to do here in Asteria before we depart?
Say goodbye.
Perhaps
There's,
get the codes for other places like you wanted.
yeah, potentially could ask the Moon Queen if she knows of any glyph sequences that we can
Mhm.
teleport to.
We are friends with her daughter, I guess, accidentally.
That would also kind of give us an opportunity to say goodbye to
Nero.
Miro.
And we should say goodbye to Demetrius and Thalia, Ophelia.
Yeah.
Quinn, I forget which of your musical friends lives here, but them too.
Oh,
Idrithil.
oh my God. Idrithil,
Yeah.
thank you. God, I am such a mess today. Idrithil, yeah, I probably should say goodbye to them. Do we want to? Well, no, because I also want to say goodbye to. Yeah. All right, let's do the tour then.
Okay, yeah, we can, maybe just take a day tomorrow.
Maybe we take off tomorrow morning. Or no, it is evening today. Yeah, so maybe we
boy.
leave. Maybe we leave tomorrow evening.
I'm sure we can.
Sounds good.
I'm
now,
just along for the ride.
I desperately need a bath.
And
Yeah,
he like drenched in like dried sweat, and like his hair is like matted and sticky in like a greasy way, and he's just
Covered
like
in mud too.
Glad we sussed out the itinerary.
Itinerary. Yeah.
Got it.
Do
Right.
we have a way of keeping in touch with anyone from here?
I
Quinn can.
can cast sending. Yeah.
I know that they're going to be looking for Minadora, and I would like to be updated on things that they find out with her.
Yeah. Just let me know. Just let me know when you want me to send a message. I'm actually really bad at remembering to send messages to people. as my mother will attest most likely when we see her. But that's just because I have like brain worms that keep me from being caring. That's a joke. So
What is happening?
send so yeah. Only preference is like if you want me to send something, like wait for like the end of the day when like we might not be getting attacked and I might not need to heal anybody.
Okay.
Um, yeah, all right then. I also need a bath, but that's just because it's evening and that's what I do in the evening. So
Can we go together?
no.
All right.
I'll go bathe.
Sure.
Yeah. It's been a while
Qui-Gon
since
just
I've
kind
had
of
a
like goes to try and find a bathhouse.
bath. Rubicon will go with Koigram.
Sure. So
Just a
that is
couple of
easily
grumbly
done.
boys.
Just a couple of little scrungly, squarchy little dudes.
Don't call him that.
Squelching.
Would Rubicon be like knee height for Koigram?
He might come up to like his hip. Probably.
The
tall
Like-
and the
Koigram's like
small.
7'2".
I'm 7'2".
And I'm 3'5". So I'd be
3'5".
right at like your probably
Kind of.
about your hip. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Midpoint.
about there.
I'm small boy.
The tall and the small.
Tiny
Tall
man.
and small.
So the two of you easily find a bathhouse called the Ivory Orchid Spa.
Nice.
They welcome you in.
Along the way, just purely for flavor, but just along the way as we're leaving, kind of getting tired of the looks people of Sonnet are giving to Rubicon. As soon as they kind of like start to head out, you see him kind of like, again, all the rocks dissipate, like kind of turn into gravel around this like kind of gyroscopic core and reform into, he turns into what looks like kind of like a Scottish deerhound as he trots alongside you.
Ooh.
I want to be clear.
Baby.
Yes.
Is he still made of look like he's made of stone? Or
He
is it...
looks very statuesque. He looks like he's an
Interesting.
animal, but like he's a solid gray, like a slate gray color. But
Reminiscent.
reminiscent.
Mhm. Okay. Not a bad move.
Buddy.
Friend.
Hell yeah.
Just a boy and his dog.
Just a boy.
Boy, this dog.
I'm just a dog.
It'll cost both of you 5 silver each to bathe here.
I will just shell out the gold.
Fantastic. I do not have
gold.
money.
Yeah, Koigram knows.
We were going to go as dog, and if someone stopped us, we were going to wait outside.
This is my emotional support dog.
I wish
Absolutely.
Rubicon could still talk as a dog.
Hey, how's
That's
it
pretty
going?
great.
It's like, hey, I'm his
a dog.
emotional
I don't need
support
Hey,
dog.
that.
look, I'm his emotional support dog. Like,
This
you gotta
guy's
let me
crazy.
in.
This guy's got so much stuff up there.
He thinks he can talk to dogs. It's nuts.
Crazy, right?
None of the dogs I know would want to talk to him.
Incredible.
So, and for Quinn, if you request it, a bath tub will be brought to you and filled, or you can go somewhere else. But
That's perfect because I have no money.
beautiful. It costs you no additional money.
I'm just gonna draw a bath and relax in my lilac bathtub.
Wonderful. Koigram and Rubicon, whenever you're finished, you emerge smelling faintly of like honeysuckle and roses, with a nice like coconut kind of shea moister.
Oh, I love this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My rocks
Yeah.
have never been so smooth.
Wowzers! I didn't know they provided that service.
Wow. Anyway, then I pass this without an incident, unless.
Yeah, just whenever Koigram comes back,
Mhm.
I would
Yes.
love to like catch him.
Yeah. His hair's down and he's like just vaguely like steamy. And he comes in and he's just
Don't
like,
be hot.
Mm. Oh, yeah, Jaime.
Don't be a big steamy boy. You know that's my type. Asshole.
Just come in trotting in behind him and then just do the shaking thing.
Just like got the towel, like I'm fresh out of the showers from the gym, right? Like
But because Rubicon is made of rocks and he's like wet, it just like mud everywhere, making everyone dirty again. Anyway, sorry.
Yesterday you asked me if there was anything that the group could do for me.
I did, and I meant it.
I told you what I was trying to do was different. The man that you saw in your vision.
That one.
Right, yeah. That is well, he is my father. And we're going to well, I think that you would be interested in helping, but we're going to kill him. That's what I'm seeking.
I guess I should ask rather than assume or work through it myself. I had the intention to make him suffer 1,000 deaths. Does him being your father need to change that?
No. You give him as many as you want to.
You first.
Yeah.
And of course, if you reach that place and you cannot, I will for you, if that is what you need.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for being honest with me. And I know you worry. So I don't think differently of you. You're still me. You're still my friend. And until you no longer wish it to be so,
Okay.
okay. Good night.
So head off.
he like if she heads off first, he like sits down at a table for a bit just to let her like have the space and not awkwardly follow her up the stairs.
Goodbye, and then go in the same direction.
Yeah. And then Koiger will also retire with his 1 point of exhaustion really sinking in.
Yeah. I believe you don't get the benefits of a long rest this time, but you do have your
Recover.
exhaustion alleviated.
Mm.
Anyone else? Anything for the evening? So, morning comes. You're greeted with the scent of coffee. The day is yours.
Yeah, can I get 3 pumps of caramel and maybe like an extra pump of vanilla in there, and like obviously whipped cream on top.
Yeah, is whole milk fine?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tall, medium, or large?
We're gonna it's venti. Thank you.
Fuck you.
You got it. That'll be right up.
Doesn't ask for a name, just writes pedantic asshole on the cup.
Oh shoot.
The day is overcast. It is cloudy. It is a little chilly without like the morning sunshine, but it's yours.
Is Nova
Oh,
staying
this-
in the same inn?
Yes.
Nova's staying in this inn, right?
Mhm.
This is something I forgot I can do until just now. As we're sitting there, everyone's having like morning coffee and stuff. Rubicon sits there without a mouth, like just kind of looking around at everyone having that, and he'll start messing around in his hands, and kind of little lights kind of start dancing around as a little jasmine flower kind of grows in his hands, and it kind of the petals kind of start turning colors. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft. And I want to know the weather for the next 24 hours.
Wowee. Okay. Good to know.
What a good morning ritual.
This is a great
Yeah.
morning ritual. So here in
Tell me about the
Asteria,
day.
you'll have a low of 57 and a high of 59. It's going to be
Ooh.
very consistent.
Tight.
It's a nice
Um,
chilly day.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly. It's going to be overcast for the morning, and then closer to noon, it is going to start raining with possible thunderstorms in the evening.
Rubicon pulls up his green screen, starts showing everyone like art. Yeah, Rubicon will like share that information.
Cool.
Just assuming everyone wants to know that.
It's actually super helpful. Can you do that every day?
Yeah, I can do that like every second, basically. Well, it's like every 5 or 6 seconds, but it takes it's like a little bit of a kind of like.
Oh, no,
figure
I
out,
like
but,
once a day. Like once a day is fine.
Yeah, I mean, weather usually changes, but so far, like this has been pretty accurate, and like it's given me a pretty good guidance. So, you all better bundle up.
So to be clear, out of character, I can text. Nick can tell the time. Zach can tell the weather. But if all of us can get one ability of a smartphone, we can join forces.
Koigram can pull up recipes.
Yeah.
Koigram is walking Pinterest.
Allrecipes.com.
Oh my god!
And then I don't know what Nova's
what has Nova got?
Yeah, I was about to say, Pompeii can heat stuff. I don't know.
Oh, so like my iPhone, you can overheat.
Yeah, it's overheat. Keep
I was
this.
about to say Nova's the phone case.
The protection.
Just mad pretty and
Protect.
also like protect.
Yeah.
So, do we want to head out and say our goodbyes? Where would we like to head to first?
Maybe Demetrius. He is probably drinking coffee somewhere.
True. A nice little morning with Demetrius. Let's do that. Let's jump in. Yeah. All right. And wait for people to wake up at the palace before we just kind of barge in there.
Right.
Who's Demetrius?
He's a friend of ours. He's
Okay.
lives in the
You
city.
are his replacement.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, cool.
Okay, well let's go to the Langston residence.
Yeah. So as you all kind of make your way, Demetrius, yesterday, visitors came to your home from the royal palace with documents basically stating you are exempt from the mandatory payment for your residence. You do not have to work or pay for it.
Oh.
And thanks for your service to the Moon Queen and your part in returning a missing advisor to her rightful home.
Ah, Demetrius is in a very good mood this morning. He just had his fucking 30-year mortgage evaporated.
Did Demetrius know anything about Rocky being like the missing princess?
No. I mean, like, not much if he did.
I mean,
like,
I think
he was.
she explained it all with May on Salt's
Yeah.
Day.
On Salt's Day,
that's
yeah.
true.
He was there on Salt's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
I did too.
So, yeah, I guess.
Hey, well, good morning, y'all. How the hell's are you? Got this place is right. You all talked to the Moon Queen yet? She's did stuff for me. I swear to God, y'all gotta stay here. Y'all sure you can't? Come on, it's good.
Dad, are they here? Is it them?
They're here, sweetie.
Hey, everyone! And Ophelia comes like racing around the hallway, kind of like slides to a stop, and then like gets back and runs up to the door. Welcome.
Hey, guys.
I see you got some new folks with you. How y'all doing? I'm Demetrius Langston.
And I'm Ophelia.
This is my daughter, Ophelia. Thalium, wife. She's somewhere back there.
Well, you guys can introduce yourself.
Yeah.
As May says that, Quinn just goes, Nova and Rubicon. This is Demetrius and Ophelia, some dear friends of ours.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. It's good to meet you too. Nova's kind of like awkward and kind of like shifts herself to the back, being like, "This is a goodbye of friends, and I am meeting a stranger."
We just wanted to stop by and give our farewells.
Oh
You leaving?
well.
Yeah, we're headed out this evening.
Oh well. Well, I'm gonna miss y'all, something fierce, but I know y'all ain't gonna listen to me, so I guess I'll see you all when you get back.
We will be back. Well, we will be back.
God's damn right you will.
Wait,
I'll find you and kick your ass.
I have something. 1 second, don't leave yet. And
Oh
Ophelia
yeah, she's
dashes
got
off.
you some. Hold on.
She returns with the Knaith mandolin. Just hang on. Just look.
Okay.
She strums a few notes, and slowly, in kind of like a spiraling pattern, her red skin fades to like a leopard print, teal and black, all the way up her entire head. Her hair is like a platinum blonde as she casts Disguise Self with the Knaith mandolin. Look what I can do!
That's amazing!
Idrithil taught me.
Oh,
That's incredible.
do you know how long it took me to learn that?
How long?
Oh, longer than a few days.
Well, I guess I'm just a natural.
So when I get back, you're gonna be like casting crazy weather altering spells and stuff like that.
On Iris's back and everything.
Yo, yeah.
It'll be great. I'm not gonna let you down. I'm gonna keep working at it, and I'm gonna have lots more to show you next time you're back.
I don't think you could let me down, honestly. I'm excited. I'm excited to get back here. But we got stuff to do.
Yeah, we know. Kind of.
I'll be in contact. I'll be in contact with your dad. I'll be in contact with Idrithil. And I'll reach out every once in a while and just make sure everything's good.
Sure. I'll get into enough trouble for the both of us while you're gone.
No, you won't. You ain't gonna do shit. You already stole a boat and got everyone pissed off in hysteria. You gonna keep practicing your music and you do your thing.
Good-natured mischief. Good-natured mischief.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Colgrim. Good-natured mischief. Or perhaps no mischief at all.
I learned about it in the Feywild. I hear it's very lovely.
Kind of looking back. Do you all have anything else you wish to do?
Demetrius, will you keep in touch with Miro?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'll check up on him, make sure everything's all right. I mean, it's the least I could do. Her mother basically wiped away the cost of this place, and well, hells, I don't even know what the hells I'm going to do. I have to find myself a new hobby or something. I'm thinking about getting into woodworking. That seems like something that'd be fun. I don't know. I might just sit around and drink. That also sounds pretty fun too.
You
But
have to make your own beer.
I'll check up on Miro. Don't you worry, May.
All right then, old man.
I'm gonna miss y'all, but looks like you got some good new company. And come back. We'll be waiting here, and maybe by the time you get back, this place will be finished up.
We're going to go to Marobak. Is there anything you want us to do?
I guess if you happen to see her, check in on Kathy. Make sure she's doing all right.
Sure.
She's capable, but, I still worry about her.
Yeah, we'll see her.
I
Demetrius
restrain
will
myself.
he'll pour some coffee out for everyone to have.
From your eternal jug.
The eternal jug of coffee.
After finishing the coffee, Qui-Gon just kind of like,
I'd restrain myself almost every day. I can't today.
and he like will wrap Ophelia and Demetrius in a big hug.
Oh, there's a big boy. All right.
Going to miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, Coy. Don't you worry. I'm gonna keep my ears out and just make sure I've got, any and all connections around here and see what I can do. Help find any more additional info on yours.
Check in on that Crescent Cradle every now and then. They have too much anxiety.
You got it.
And hey, if you stop by the castle, they let me have a sending stone pretty much the second I asked. If y'all are able to get some, maybe we can, I don't know.
Cat.
Yeah,
Hey, there you go.
just if you want.
Yeah, of
Not a
course.
bad
Sending
idea.
stone is. I just. Yeah, I don't think that's too much to ask for.
I
Travel
guess
safe
not,
now,
Dave.
you hear?
Will do.
Good-natured mischief. Good-natured.
Good natured.
Good-natured mischief.
Idrithil will show you what's up.
Yes, she would know, I fear.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
gang.
Bye, everyone.
See you
I'll
guys.
see you again soon.
Bye.
To the castle.
To the castle.
yes, sad.
So you all kind of make your way to the castle. It is still quite a buzz with like the news that the missing Metaxi and princess has like reappeared. And as you kind of like enter, everyone pretty much knows who you are, it seems. And you're kind of rushed right over to the throne room without delay. And the Moon Queen and Miro are standing there. The Moon Queen, for anyone who hasn't like kind of heard her description, she's extremely tall. Not quite as tall as Koigrim, maybe about as tall as Nova. Very like lithe, almost a little bit alien looking, with like these giant black eyes and big long fingers. And she's kind of standing there with Miro at her side and the rest of the Metaxi around her. Welcome. she says to you all as you kind of enter. No pastries this time, I see. She says with like a good-natured smile.
It slipped my mind. I'm terribly sorry. We were in a rush to say our goodbyes.
That is quite all right. You have brought me the best gift of all. Kind of tightening her hand on Miro's shoulder, who kind of like smiles and leans back into her.
It's too bad. A couple more trials and I would be in the running.
Well, I look forward to more attempts, as we all do. You all,
Thank you so much
thank you.
for everything.
You all have accomplished what has dominated my mind for the last year. You have accomplished what I could not. You are owed a great debt. You are heroes of the Star City. And should you want it, you will always have a place here. For now, I know your journey takes you elsewhere. Is there anything that we can do for you?
Two things.
We actually had two things we would like to request, if that's permissible.
Of course.
Our friends, the Langstons, informed us that we could perhaps ask for a sending stone, hopefully connected with theirs and with, not to be presumptuous, but with Miro's, and just so we can keep in touch on the road.
We anticipated this. Jaheros, she kind of gestures to one of the Metaxi who's quite a bit older and he has lilac-stained hands on his fingers. Kind of comes forward with two sending stones. One with Miro's face and another with, it's carved in the shape of the gem of seeing that's in Demetrius's eye.
Wow.
And she hands them to you.
As I take the one with Miro's face on it, I look to May for a moment and just can I see if May is interested at all in getting that sending stone, or if they would prefer I hold on to it, like silently using maybe an insight check or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well.
I mean, as long as that's cool with Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, 16. That's weird.
Yeah, I think you could see May as like clearly kind of like wrestling with that herself.
Mm-hmm.
But she would take it if you offered it to her. She doesn't want to like ask for it.
Yeah, I think Quinn just sort of like, even though there's like a moment's, like an awkward moment's hesitation, stops and then hands the stone over to May.
And she'll take it. Are they earrings?
They're like stones that you can hold up
Okay.
like that.
I thought Demetrius's was an earring and I just didn't
It
know.
it was.
Yeah.
The original
the one
one.
he had was
That one was. Okay.
yeah.
She'll put it in like her little pouch.
The other thing, getting around on the continents is a little long. As someone who's walked across an entire one, we would love if you were able to gift us teleportation runes of some kind.
Or just
Made.
some kind of magical knowledge.
As for teleportation, my ability to give the runes will depend on basically the runes that we know. Those in charge of them would panic if 5 strangers appeared in their lobbies But there are a few that I can pass on to you. Gesturing to one of the others, Faluin, go and get those that are available, please. And Faluin, he has kind of like this bent back, kind of heads off into a different room. And within a few minutes, he returns with a few different like schematics, which feature runes on them. These that you see here, one will take you to the intake center in Opal.
Oh,
I miss that city.
This other here can take you to the gates of New Nox.
oh shit. We're going all over the dang place.
Go on world tour, baby.
And this one here can take you to Zinazar.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck. We just got the Lord vessel is what I'm hearing. We're traveling around, baby.
That is very generous. She'll like fold them, tuck them up like carefully and put them in her scroll case.
Miro kind of steps forward. There was also something that I wanted you to have. I'm not going to be using it as much. But here. And she walks up to you, May, and hands you a book, like yay big. It almost kind of looks like a field notebook, but it's thick. It looks to be made of some kind of like white hide or leather. Very, very simple with like a delicate leather like latch on it. It's very neat, very small, very tidy. And she hands it to you. Just mind the mess and be careful.
Okay. Can I open it here or?
It might be best if you don't.
Okay.
Mirokida, are you not taking care of your things? I mean, look, I haven't... It's as it was when I left it. I just haven't had a chance to organize. That is fair. It would be cruel of me to stay mad at you for long. Not when you had just returned to us.
I'll look at it later. Thank you.
Was there anything else that we could help you with to assist you on your journey?
But I did have a question. Maybe I thought you might be able to help with. You know, her eyes kind of like dirt, kind of nervously around the room. During Moonfall, you know, something happened to me, and I've experienced, well, like, I've experienced things that I didn't before. You know, I kind of feel like time passing. And
Time passing.
yeah, not like I'm waiting around, but like I'm kind of in touch with, like I can change, you know, it's hard. It's kind of like being squeezed. but
Like,
I can see the breaches. I can feel them. I can do stuff I couldn't before. Can,
and it
you know,
feels like time is squeezing you. Like you
Yeah.
are caught between seconds.
that's, yeah, crushed.
A dear friend, a cousin, spoke of one such condition to me. Hmm. This is interesting.
Did they have any sort of insight to how to alleviate it, or?
No, he died with it. Or perhaps because of it. It was a curse that has affected his bloodline.
Okay.
In the years that I tracked it, the bit that we know, it appeared to be triggered by old age.
Okay, well, I just, you know, turned 24 the day before yesterday, so.
Perhaps your experience in Moonfall. She kind of has like a tone now, almost like she's thinking out loud. Perhaps your experience in Moonfall accelerated the effects of the curse. Advanced it. It was the Comet Walker line, spawned from Orion, the first human.
Uh, well, guess, I guess that makes sense linearly. As
It could. Do you know your parents?
well, I mean, I know their names. I guess what I meant to say was, I am a human.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Nero, so.
Interesting. In the studies that we have conducted, it seems that the curse is more likely to spread, well, more women are carriers than men in the Comet Walker line. Perhaps your mother was a carrier. Is she still alive?
No. No.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
From everything we know, a cure has not been discovered. But that doesn't mean that there isn't one. From what I understand, from what Orion said, he was not from this place. Where, he didn't know. But he came from somewhere else. Others born here were not cursed with the same affliction, but he never quite adapted to Terminus. There have been traces in the curse in his bloodline ever since.
Okay, but it, you know, but anybody could have it, right? Like anyone could be. It could be something different.
I would not exclude the unknown from possibility, but the symptoms you've described ring true for me. If it is the curse, it could not be just anyone.
And so if I were to, well, so it's just being here in Terminus.
I've never seen anyone leave and come back to speak of the difference, I'm afraid. Mira, who has kind of been standing at your side since handing you the book, starts to wrap her pinky around yours.
Yeah, Mabel kind of like absently like accept that. Okay.
Has it gotten worse?
I kind of thought it was getting better.
Fascinating.
But now I don't know.
And you experienced this difference in Moonfall?
Yeah.
The symptoms hit Orion and then his son Lachlan, and then one of Lachlan's daughters when they were between the ages of 65 to 80. And from the onset of symptoms, they were mad within a month. It could be that Moonfall saved you. Stuck in the onset of the curse. Perhaps it's unable to advance. Just a theory.
Okay. So, okay. So I have some kind of time. Okay.
It sounds like time is yours. It has loosened its hold on you. You may be in a place to do what none others in your line have done before.
Break it.
Survive.
They'll kind of like look down the line of everyone else.
These are simply the thoughts of a very old woman. I could be wrong about it all. But this combined with what you said, your ability to see the rifts. Only beings not from our plane can see the rifts without assistance. To me, it lines up.
Well, that is a lot to unpack.
You did ask me.
I did ask you, and we have got to go to the storms. So,
Be careful.
sure. She'll look down the line of like everybody else again.
Um,
Quinn, kind of sensing the awkwardness for a moment, kind of steps forward. Thank you for your help, your Majesty. I don't know.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for your visit and for your assistance. It was a debt that, try as I might, I'm sure I will never repay.
On that, Quinn will turn to Miro and just we'll be home again soon.
I'm gonna miss you guys like crazy.
And I just give her a big hug.
She squeezes the shit out of you. There is like a renewed strength in her that hadn't been there before. And you'll come back soon, and we'll really paint the town red.
Yeah, or whatever color.
All of them.
Yeah.
God, I lived the first like several decades of my life in beige.
That sucks.
Can you believe it? Not important. Be careful.
Yeah, will do.
Or actually, don't be careful.
Okay.
Be good. Be better than the shitheads.
That was always the plan. And then I'm gonna like once everybody has gotten a chance to say the goodbyes they need to, Quinn's just gonna try to like usher everybody except for May like away from Miro for a moment and give May an opportunity to just like be with Miro by herself.
She'll kind of like meet your eyes, May, if you look at her.
Yeah, sure. Like, May will struggle to like keep. She'll like look and then look away.
She kind of puts her hand on your face, and then the second hand on your face to steady you. Whatever it is. I'm super smart now. I'm going to be looking into it. And you'll learn things because that's what you do.
Yeah.
I'm here. And I'm not leaving, and I'm not going to forget you. And I know that that's maybe more scary than the alternative, or at least it is for me. But we're gonna find a way to make this okay.
Okay. I don't really know how to feel about everything.
Me neither. I don't want to let you down. I know you expected this to go differently.
I kind of tend to be bad luck for people that I care about.
No. No. Meeting you made everything worth it. All the adventures. Without you there, I wouldn't have gone half as far. You are not bad luck. And if you are, you know what direction to point it in. You can leave all the good parts of you for us. But you are not bad luck. You are good that makes more good. I've been brave because of you. I've been more careful because of you. I've been discerning because of you. You multiply the good around you. And none of this happened because of you. And you are smart enough to know that.
Well, maybe we can talk about that if I make it back.
You will.
And until then, we have this, and she'll hold out the sending stone.
Is it okay that it's like this? Do you want it to be like shaped different?
No, it's fine.
It could be a ring. It could be an earring. It could be a bracelet.
Then it would be too small to see the details.
I guess discreet was never really my thing.
No. Not as Rocky.
Well, just so you know, you do have permission to use it as a weapon if you need to. Just make sure not to lose it.
Okay, well, there's Quigram, so he can hit things.
Yeah,
And
that's true. That is true.
I think probably Nova can hit things, and maybe things can be hit with Rubicon.
God, she looks so cool as she's like talking and thinking about it. Like little like decorative kind of scales that are similar to Nova's start to appear like down her shoulders and down her arms. I've never... So cool.
He is interesting. I'm not great with new people, so.
I mean, if it doesn't work out, you can just call up me and I'll... And her hands start to like go into flames.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'll get rid of anyone who isn't nice to you.
Okay, well, I'll make a list.
Good, good, good. Be good.
Okay.
Be better than them. See ya. She squeezes your pinky once.
And they will like do it back and slip out.
Okay. You all kind of reconvene.
I promise this is the last time I will ever ask because I'm writing it down at least 3 different places. What is the name of the metaxi that took me to the Weeping Stone?
Namashal. I also don't remember their names offhand. I have to look at a document that has them.
I'm so upset because I
You
love
mean
this
to
person
tell me
so much.
you don't have every single detail you've ever said across the year we've played
I am making it up as I
memorized?
go along. No notes.
I don't believe you.
0 notes.
0 notes.
No
Yeah, her
notes.
name was
Okay.
Namashal.
Namashal.
They all kind of filter out behind you all.
I make a point of like dropping back, walking alongside, and just
She has
being
been
like,
anticipating you as you do this and kind of falls back behind everybody else.
he's just like,
And I don't know how it all works, but if you ever need to get a hold of me, you seem like a magical person. Like, feel free to talk in my head or whatever you need to do.
I can do that.
If you learn anything, I've never thanked a person so gratuitously for such a harrowing and heart-wrenching experience, but I am deeply and profoundly grateful.
You
And
did
when I
well.
come back, you will have so many pastries that you will probably get fat and happy.
I will
And
prepare a
it will
new
be a good
wardrobe.
time. Good.
You did well. We will keep an ear to the ground, both for Menadora and this Ulrich.
I have an unfortunate sneaking suspicion that she will find herself in our path sooner than we would like.
Well, it's a pity for her.
She seems gifted.
She was. And sick.
Well, we don't know what that's like, right? We're totally fine here.
Never seen a healthier group of people in my life.
So
No issues
healthy.
whatsoever.
0.
Yep. Totally fine. Do you like
Be
our new
careful.
additions?
Be careful if you do encounter her. I'm sure your new friend can attest, she is quite deadly, especially when her emotions are roused.
Heightened. I think my main place that I struggle is with illusions. Is she somewhat of an illusionist? I need to be extra careful, or...
She is talented in that department, but her focus has always been more destructive spells. Evocation
I can
magics.
weather those. I can take a ball of fire to the face and
I'd bet on
come
it.
out unscathed sometimes, so...
Kind of, almost for the first time, noticing the white flower from your... or you planted that into your moss cape.
I did.
Are you still wearing it?
Given that we are probably not returning to the Crescent's Cradle, I would have packed my things
Okay.
and began wearing my not city clothes,
Gotcha.
my wilderness clothes,
Then
which amounts to not a shirt.
Koigram's going into all-terrain mode.
4-wheel drive. 150
God.
pounds of American torque. But the cloak is on and the flower is visible? Or no?
Yes, absolutely. And it's probably propagated slightly, a little bit, a couple of other small
Yeah.
buds.
Little white buds that are still kind of opening in the process. Taking notice of that. Do take care of that one. Those were a gift. The propagation has been very helpful here. It is what has kept us safe. And so I hope it will keep you safe.
Me too. I seem to have good luck with flowers so far, so
If our mutual friend is who I think it is, then I'm sure that is true.
lovely, lovely fellow.
Strange one. Yes.
Very, very strange.
Be well on your journey. Oh, and here. She reaches behind her back and drops a pouch into your hands. It kind of clinks as it settles into your palm. Some money for the road. In case you need it.
Namashal.
And he like doesn't drop it, but like very like nonchalantly like places it like on his belt, and then just kind of like gives her the like walking together side bunched hug.
Hmm.
And just
She's
lots
kind of
love.
stiff for a moment, but then like returns it.
Thank you for all of your kindness.
The arrival of you all was quite an event. We truly
hope we
cannot
come
thank you
back.
enough.
Of course. I hope when we come back there's even more fanfare and buzz. I hope.
We'll
Hope
make
it's
sure of
fun.
that with some warning.
Mm.
As you're all kind of nearing the doors now.
Yeah. Kind of takes a minute and just kind of like takes a step away so that he can bow properly. And very deeply bows.
She kind of returns to you a kind of not strange salute, but she kind of like puts both hands over her chest and kind of like dips her right shoulder in a bow back to you.
No.
As you all leave, is there anything else that you wish to do? Okay. In that case, we will take our bio break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back to see what these crazy kids get up to next.
What these crazy kids?
Oh,
my
These silly little guys.
These wily little gang.
Folks.
Folks.
We finally said goodbye to everyone.
We
finally did it.
It only took
May
us an
talked
hour
about
and
her
a half.
affliction.
You gave the whole
Finally.
of Asteria the Tennessee goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Well, we better get going now. Yeah,
Well-
I was thinking about this other
conversation.
thing.
Standing on the gravel driveway.
God. Katern, Store, Mortal, it's so good to see you. Get dang old buddies.
Dang. Adrian's not here, and nobody is here to tell chat to do fuckery.
Ha ha ha. That means there'll be no fuckery. I've won.
Yeah, that's true.
I've
Step
won.
away.
Their commander is gone.
Just step away real quick.
So I will be assured in my victory.
Yep.
I'll see you later.
Okay. They're gone. Everybody do fuckery. Everybody fuck. Oh, hey.
Hey, why'd you say it like that?
Nothing's happening.
What are
It's
you
fine.
doing?
Nothing's going
What are
on.
you doing? Are you covering chat? What's
No.
going on?
I don't know. Nothing.
What's going on?
No,
I
nothing's
can't see.
happening.
What's going on in chat?
Nothing's happening. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here.
Are you sure?
Go do stuff.
Are you sure about that?
Go do biological things.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. It's fine. I get back to my keyboard. It's on. Look at all this.
Huh?
Nothing. Nothing's happening.
Hmm?
Nothing's happening.
What's going on?
But
What's going on? What's up?
eyes on your own work.
What's up?
Do you want me to go in there and look at your computer?
No. No, you can't.
I can do whatever I want.
I'm God.
All I can think about is the goblin music.
The goblin music. Why is the goblin music on your mind?
Nothing's happening.
Why is the goblin music on your mind?
Nothing's going on.
Hmm.
Goblin stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Goblin stuff like
You can do whatever I want equals famous last words. Did I say that or did you?
Pretty sure you said that.
That sounds like something either of us would say. How the dangle heck is everybody doing?
Dang it. Too quick.
I'm too quick. Too
Classic
quick on the
mistake.
draw.
You could outsmart a warrior this caliber.
What? Little boy. Little boy. We want to say hello. It's the boy. I'm doing good, mortal. How you guys doing? Made a smoothie, can't be too bad. Ooh, what kind of smoothie? Let me know what kind of smoothie. Everyone loves boy. Boy is so lovable. He says, Father, why do you mock me for the world to see? So much love for the little boy. Okay. Stop torturing boy. Oh, what back up? Got the spinach and berries and proteins. God damn. Ugh. We have been like going crazy for this like PB&J smoothie. I basically think about it all the time. It's constantly on my mind and I'm constantly craving it. I don't know what all is in it. It's got peanut butter. It's got J. I don't know what it is. I think maybe there's apples, some kind of where toy. Fine toy. J is probably jerky. Yep, it's peanut butter and jerky smoothie. How did you know? How did you guess it? Gosh dang it. That's exactly what it is. No, I think it's got like, I don't know. There was one, so it was like one of those like juice bars. I don't know if it's like a big chain, if it's like everywhere, but it's just like the juice bar. And they had a PB&J smoothie, but which was like we were obsessed with. And I saw those pants hanging from the door back there, and I kind of thought it was like Grace lurking in the dark, like their hair, and I got really scared. It was super good, and I was mad obsessed with it. And then fucking wait, close the door. No, the other one. Like the bathroom one. Yeah, I'll come over.
Oh, that sucks.
Wait, that's exactly it. Okay, come. Look. Wait, hang on. Scoot your noggin. So I saw the pants hanging there,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what your hair looks like back, like just like this dark shade. And so when you, I was just saying, oh, I saw those pants, and I thought it was Grace, and it scared me. And then you came out and you stood there exactly as ominously.
Return to pant.
Return to pant.
Wow.
Anyway, we were in love with this PB&J smoothie at the juice bar place, and then they shut down.
What?
They shut the fuck down, but now it's reopened as like the juice, but it's like somebody's name juice bar, and they have a PB&J smoothie, and it's way better. That story did not have the payoff it should have for how long it was. But
Did you tell him about the smoothie
yeah,
and how it's better now?
it is better now.
And
yeah,
we thought
it's
it wasn't
way
gonna
better
be.
now.
We thought we were
so
never gonna
afraid.
enjoy those smoothies again.
Also, we got peanut butter from a Whole Foods, and it makes me angry.
Fuck a Whole Foods, dude.
Just have something regular. Just have one regular thing.
It's like slimy and liquidy,
And also gritty.
and
Oh,
also
the oil
gritty.
is like separating and stuff.
Yeah, which is like
Well-
normal, but like
But like when you mix it all together, it's still weird.
it's like liquidy still, and it
it's
tastes
weird.
weird.
Just fucking like, goddamn, would it fucking kill you to stock Jif in a fucking Whole Foods?
Whoa.
Oh my god. God forbid.
Go
Literally
off.
fuck me right in the asshole.
Whoa.
You can't have one single regular brand of fucking anything. They
Fuck
don't
no.
sell Cheetos. They don't sell anything. You bullshit, the Whole Foods. God damn.
I love a good Nick rant.
How do you really feel about it?
I just want them to like set like fucking just like even if it's just like a section, just have like a regular section.
A normie section.
For us
The
fucking like
normies.
actual human beings. Like we're not all fucking granola families.
Mm,
God damn, holy shit.
yeah.
I can't remember where I heard it. I'm pretty sure it was Nick. But like the every now and then, like when someone would ask you how you were doing, maybe it wasn't you, but the response was always like, I'm normal. And I'm just like,
I don't think that was me, but that sounds like something.
Yeah.
that sounds exactly like you.
Oh,
And
I'm
so
regular.
like,
Regular.
yeah, I'm regular. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm normal. That's really funny. That's a great
It's
way
so
to like
fucking jostling.
unsettle people a little bit.
Rustles the fuck out of my jimmies, dog.
Dude, your jimmies rustled.
Rustled
Jimmy's
is fine.
Russell.
Way rustled. All the way rustled. Do we
that
want
it?
to
Well-
I mean, does anyone else want to welcome us back in?
Open floor.
The floor is open. Whoever
Ooh.
gets it first.
I don't know. My jimmies are pretty
Ooh.
rustled. I don't know if I could
Wait, can I
Just-
request? Oh.
jump into
Jump into it.
Oh,
Jump. Fuck.
Jump.
it. I'm
Jump.
sorry. What was your request?
No, that's good.
Save it for next time.
Save it for next time.
Thor's from Norway. That's really cool. Anyway.
All right, we made teleportation so we're going our own script.
Yeah.
No.
You're there now. What do you do?
I am from Norway.
No, so you all leave the palace. You're escorted out. Where do you go? What do you do?
What time of day is it? It's not even that late now at this point, is it?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of starting. Well, May. It is precisely 11:12.
Okay.
We need to go say goodbye to Idrithil in that city that's at the bottom.
Sonnet.
It's on it.
Thought it.
Don't say bottom city. You didn't say bottom city. I
This
said bottom city. I shouldn't
City
have
of
said bottom.
bottoms.
No,
Badom City.
Idrithil is canonically a bottom now.
because
They
she was
just-
in bottom
Maybe
city.
a power bottom, but a bottom.
They're just really really into being told what to do. Okay, so
Top city, bottom city. Let's go.
let's go. So do we want to take off from there, or is there anything else we want to do in the city proper?
I'm ready to hit the road. You guys, if the
Yeah, Nova. I mean,
Right.
You were
It's a
maybe
go.
It's kind of like
expecting-
hanging out in my hometown with a bunch of people, like with the tourists. Like this is like I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good to go whenever you all are.
All right. I think we just got one more person to say goodbye to, and then I think we're rolling, right, gang?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's get to that. The
Bottom City.
Bottom City.
All right. So you all arrive down in Sonnet just as the rain is starting. Yeah.
I would like to, as we're kind of walking through, Quinn is going to like kind of lag behind a little bit, and just like slowly kind of pan and look around it, like as we're like heading out of the city, just like look around, especially towards like dark alleys and rooftops and stuff like that, and just say, "I'll see you later, friend." As he continues on.
Make a general charisma check.
All right. Boop. 15.
Your words kind of carry. Rain starts to fall. There's no response.
Okay. He catches up.
Yeah. You all arrive down in the town of Sonnet. You know where Idrithil's residence is. You arrive there. She kind of sees you all coming up the path in her window and like runs out to come out and meet you guys. Is it time?
It is time for us. Yeah. We're gonna be headed out here soon.
All right. All right. You have everything you need. You have food. You have clothes for where you're going.
Yep.
It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be really cold.
Well, we're probably gonna stop somewhere. We'll grab some like extra cold clothes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, my cloak, it has two modes. It has I'm warm mode, which is this, and then it has I'm cold mode, which is just
That, but
right.
closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might need a little something else. You might need an additional third mode, like a I'm super cold mode.
It's just, you think so? Is it going to be colder than the mountains between Opal and Sobra?
Much.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, how
So-
much did y'all give me?
You can check and see it is 700 gold pieces.
Ah!
Hey,
Fine.
never mind.
Cool.
We live here now.
It looks like the bag that she gave you is actually you did not meet Obelokai, but it was a pouch that Rocky had very similar on her hip where she kept all of her gold. The rest of you, it looks to be like the pouch that both Valora and Obelokai carried their Eyesteer funds in.
Ah,
Do I have the bag of holding now? Who has the bag of holding now?
you
Okay,
have it, I'm
great.
pretty sure.
I think Adrian may have put a list somewhere, but I don't remember where it is. So I'm gonna put an APB out for that list.
I think we have her character sheet. I can grab it in a second. Just to see what's in there.
Oh man.
Yeah, she did share it, I believe.
Were you just wanting to like see what's in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see here. Notably, in the bag, it looks like it mostly just has like supplies, like camping supplies in it. One exception is well, two things. And one, she has a drinking flask, which is filled with the short rest
Ooh.
water from the
Yeah.
Feywild.
Hmm?
Another is a vial of the silvery water that Celine put her face into.
Okay. I will find and transfer this. Oh boy, I have to do inventory management.
Oh no.
There's also a
God.
cloak of protection
no.
in there.
Ooh.
Oh,
I've
That's
already
fancy.
got one.
I've already got one.
You filthy
Oh.
English pig
You
dogs.
filthy English pig. Now go
That's
away
it.
and suit you a second time.
I will taunt you a second time. Oh man, we've evolved.
Can that be Koigram's relaxing?
Koigram also has been faking it the whole time. Anyway, so yeah, you have 700 gold that you're able to add to your inventory. Idrithil is kind of like patting each of you, not May, but just going and like
Thank
making
you.
sure that everyone like, okay, so you look good, all right, cool. I'm gonna be meeting with Ophelia 3 days a week.
Okay,
Any requests?
she is a crazy fast learner.
She's picked it up really well.
That's awesome. No, she is in your capable hands, I guess. I just,
I've
yeah,
already sent
happy.
word to the others.
Awesome. Oh wow, I didn't even think. Yeah.
It's all right. Hey, you've done a lot. We're all here now. You don't have to do it all alone. We'll all
You're right.
talk, and we'll talk with you.
Okay. All right. I'll keep you guys posted about what we find up north.
If you need
And
anything, we're in your corner.
I know that. Um, hey, it was really nice seeing you, and it was really nice to be here for the amount of time that we were. And don't get kidnapped again.
You know, I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think I could agree to those terms.
Okay.
I think once was enough. It's off the bucket list. Pressure's off.
I cut her off with a hug.
Yeah, she kind of giggles and hugs you back. We'll all be okay. Because of you guys.
Okay. We'll be back soon. I'll keep you posted on our movements and stuff like that. And
Keep
stay
on saving
safe.
the world.
It's the plan. All right. Quinn just kind of turns to everybody. Are we ready?
Yes. Let's go. I am so ready.
Rubicon, I know you have never been anywhere else, but
No.
Nova, have you ever been to Nero? Or
I have not. I've mainly been in Slag and the kind of surrounding areas. This trip with Menadora is the farthest I've traveled.
well, I guess just give me a couple of minutes. May will find like a nice place where she can like draw her circle.
Cool.
And maybe we can put some of that money to getting supplies to do this again, because this is my last one.
Oh, okay.
So what I mean to say is we should stop and get some. That way we can leave.
Yeah.
Okay. And she does it.
Okay.
And yeah, well. Also, oh, Quinn.
Counterspell.
Well, it's 5th level, so you have to roll.
I cast it at 5th level.
You son of a bitch. I mean, it's the group's money, man. I'm broke as fuck.
It's not even Quinn casting. He just goes up and just like lightly bats your hand with the chalk.
So, like,
messes the whole thing up.
It explodes.
We're just like a brief headline. So before we go, for Asteria, I had the circle out there. For Nero, what I have is kind of well, it's in like the school that I went to, so we might have some explaining to do.
I'm great at that.
I've never been to a school before, so I'm very excited.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted everyone to know that we might not get like the best welcome.
May if I have any talents, it's being welcome in places I'm not supposed to be welcome.
Get in the circle.
Okay.
Also, if like they're not super cool with it, I can just turn into like a tiger and eat them. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking.
Okay. All right. It's hard to tell with the.
Yeah. You'll learn to kind of get around that.
All right. We ready or what?
Okay, yeah. Nova Rubicon, it's not a great sensation, but it is 100% safe. And we go.
Wouldn't care if it wasn't.
All right. So, as you all jump through, Nova and Rubicon, it is not the best sensation. It's very like stomach flopping. Nova, not unlike that free falling feeling that you were so horribly introduced to. But one moment you're kind of feeling the cool rain on your face and sonnet, and the next you are assaulted in the nostrils by the smell of dust and books. As you kind of like blink your eyes and kind of see the room around you. It looks like it's just an office. And as the magic kind of fades, I don't have an image for her because I didn't think of that. But almost as soon as you appear, this very thin, tall human woman with like this brown and gray hair and like a wound braid around her head stands up with a jerk. You can't.
There.
Shit. Fuck. This way, this way, this way. And she immediately rushes you all.
Okay.
This way. Just shit. Stand here, and don't make a sound. Don't make a sound.
Is it Nimue?
It is Nimue Lateral.
Okay.
Stand here. Say nothing. Say nothing. And she pulls up, I guess from on this side of it, knowing that she's just pulling up an illusion. It looks like just the wall that you're against, but overlaid over top of all of you. Do any of you resist this? All right. About 10 seconds pass until there's like this kind of clanking sound as 8 guards of Nero kind of barge into the room. They are all wearing like heavy chainmail and plate mail. They're decked out in weapons. They come like clanking into the room. Your ward is active, Latrell. Care to explain yourself now or on the way to prison? And she, who has kind of just turned around from like casting this, cool as a cucumber now. That's quite unnecessary. Unless you would like more demons ravaging your city. And kind of like the head guard, who's kind of in front of everyone else, narrows his eyes. We're listening. The army may have discovered a new way in, unfortunately. My teleportation circle here. A being of immense power activated it and began to appear before my protective wards identified its nature and banished it. What your glyphs detected was the activated teleportation circle. The guard is kind of like watching her talk, and he like twists a ring on his finger and points it at her, and it kind of bathes her in like this pale golden light. Say it again. She kind of like rolls her jaw. Your glyphs detected the activated teleportation circle. A being of immense power tried to get through. And no one got through? You don't see any in my office, do you? Any that I failed to notice? Fine. But might as well make sure the army doesn't get the opportunity to figure out your wards as well as your circle, as he kind of takes his greatsword and scratches it along the circle. For your protection, madam. Yes. 3rd Avenue, we're on our way. Let's go. And they all kind of like rush out. She like waits for a few moments, listening. The music changes because you're not an Undr anymore.
You're out of combat.
You're out of combat. Oh, God. Okay. And the illusion comes down. Why? Who?
Hello.
Hi.
We're the Soul Seekers.
We are.
What?
It's kind of a long story, but I believe one of your former students,
Yes, I recognize you. Welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
we're on the tail of an organization that we are has been kidnapping people and maybe connected to this demon ravaging that you've been talking about.
Ah, yes. 'Tis I. 'Tis us, the mages of Bowerstone. The ones behind the kidnappings. Most notably, the ambassador.
No, that's not. No. Not our assumption.
Wait, are you referring to the lady? What was her name? Fallon?
Miss Arlanic.
Miss
The
Sarah.
ambassador from Fumar.
Oh,
Most recently kidnapped by mages from Bowerstone.
Interesting.
The entire district's on lockdown. We're not allowed to use leveled magic here.
Oh,
hi, I'm Kirkland.
Lovely to meet. Would you care for a seat? She kind of gestures to like the chairs and like side tables that are like scattered around. She seems very tired, big bags under her eyes.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know that any of them are my size.
You're probably right.
Thank you.
Of course.
we weren't. We're really. We had no idea that this was happening here. We were trying to pass through as quick as we could. Honestly.
To.
We're coming from Asteria, and we're headed north.
Asteria?
Yes.
Yes.
Her eyes kind of shift to May.
Yup. We needed to get back to Nero, and I remembered this from my time here, and we didn't really have another option.
I wouldn't have thought. Well, if you're hoping to easily traverse the city, you're out of luck. In addition to the lockdown on Bowerstone, we've been under siege. The streets are crawling with horrors. Everyone from the outer districts they've brought up into the center city.
Is
What's
Lachlan's
about-
rest okay?
We don't know. We've
The
lost
docs?
contact with them, especially
What?
us here in Bowerstone.
What kind of horrors? Where are they coming from?
Monsters. They come from everywhere, it seems.
People from the docks are they okay?
Evacuated.
To
Uh, the last message was foggy. I think it was some sort of mansion in the center city that was commandeered. A lot of
You
buildings have been
haven't-
repurposed.
You haven't seen a flying ship, have you?
No flying ships. Just monsters.
I'm sure by now you've heard what's happened in Ralbach.
No. What's happened? We don't... The mages of Bowerstone are all but criminals kept in our homes. We rarely receive news.
There was an attack from a flying ship in Ralbach.
A flying
People-
ship.
People were taken. The Leviathan.
Gonna roll a knowledge check for Nimue. The Leviathan. I thought that was a myth.
Sadly,
They stole my village.
Deathly serious.
The whole village.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I
It's
wish it was
your
a story.
fault. Me too.
Well, I would wish you luck, but getting out of this house will be difficult enough for you all. All of the houses they put wards over our doors. They know when we enter and when we leave.
how easily can they detect magic?
I don't know how they do it or who does it, but the wards go to somebody. Somebody is alerted, and anytime anything happens, there's a squadron that appears to investigate, as you saw. Oh, shit. She seems to remember the damage to her circle, and she begins to, walk over and, investigate it. Oh, this'll take weeks. Well, I've got nothing but time now.
Would the ward magic pick up on animals crossing or a druid crossing?
If it does, then I would be surprised. They don't seem too worried about rats scurrying in and out of our houses. The district is infested with them now.
What about several people holding their breath in a bag of holding being carried by a stone dog?
Do you say this to her?
No. That was just for y'all. That was just-
Oh God, I wish
10
you
out of
had.
10 plan. Let's
I wish
do
you
it.
had. Man.
Hargrim doesn't understand how bags of holding work. Otherwise, I would definitely say that.
Yeah.
So even leaving this house is going to be a bit of a hassle.
They'll know someone was here, and they'll know that I found a way around their little ray of truth.
Okay, well we
I'll
don't
likely
want to
be arrested.
we don't want to throw you under the bus then. All right, gang. How are we getting out of here without getting our friend jailed?
So,
Well,
what exactly can they detect? Any sort of magic at all?
Any leveled spells, and anytime entrances or exits are used. That includes the windows, unfortunately.
And you don't have like a super awesome secret passage anywhere.
You know, I thought about installing one years ago. I regret not following through.
Understandable. When do you ever need it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
How much resources do they have to investigate? Like, what if several houses got flagged in a very close time period to each other.
This is some say the military capital of the world. Their forces are nearly endless.
What if we open and close? Does it know how many people come through the doors?
I actually don't know. I'm not
If we
sure.
open and close the door, and we're all here, we can say that we were running from the monsters. And just ducked into the first house that seemed worthwhile.
That could work.
We would need monsters for that.
Well, you'll find no shortage of those. Another thought that I've had is trying to find a way to scratch out the glyph above the door, but I can't reach it.
How high is it?
It's about... it's like 20 feet. She kind of
Nova,
leads you
You
through...
could get on my shoulders, and then you could use your spear.
I was going to say, I have a glaive that has a 10-foot reach, so...
That
I
could
could,
work.
I could
Scratch
also
down.
turn into something that, maybe is a little easier than you all standing on each other's shoulders and kind
Will
of
they notice?
scratching.
Will they notice if one of these wards goes down?
They have had to reconstruct several wards over several houses. The attacks have been...
Well, we don't want to compromise your safety at all.
It's not to protect me. Staying in here is, in a weird, ironic way, kind of what protects me, but...
I meant more so turning the guards to look inward at you.
It would be easy to explain. Any of the monsters in the streets came through and damaged the ward, I would say.
Well, here, what if we kind of... Okay, hear me out. What if we kind of ruined a section of your house, like breaking it down, drawing in the monsters to attack? We dispatch them, leave before the guards can get here. Bing, bang, boom.
I would love to have my house not destroyed partially or completely, if possible.
What if we tossed Rubicon through the ward and just like busted out that part of the wall or something? Like something burst in.
Let's not ruin the let's not destroy the house. I think
So we're back to open the door, close the door. They come investigate, we're all here.
If you have any animals that are trained, it seems
we
rats come and
have-
go.
Rubicon. And
DG.
we have a rat and whatever that is, and
And you're
Hey.
well,
Bird.
Fable.
Pompeii.
Okay. Pompeii could heat up the ward, the stone that the ward is on.
Additionally, Nimue, you don't have to stay in Nero. Wouldn't it be better to leave? And
Where would I go? That's a nice
Brobak is
thought.
in need of people.
You know, I have not been the biggest fan of people, but I care for our little community a bit. And this'll end because it's foolish. If I'm away, I can't do anything. Running might indicate guilt.
What are they going to do? The city is under siege. They're going to chase one mage.
I've heard they've chased down others. They
Have you
took the
heard
attack very
anything?
seriously.
Have you heard anything about the Shaw family?
The Shaw family. Well, last I knew, Alistair was still planning his exhibition, or blah, blah, blah.
Expedition.
Exhibition. Alistair
Oh.
was still planning his expedition. If you're over a certain tax bracket, it seems you're exempt from the rules. But his family has not been flagged as responsible for any of the crimes in the city, it seems. They must have a friend or something in the government who was able to clear their name. The
That's
rest
a
of
good way
us, not so
That's
light.
good way of putting it.
Do you know if he has a contact? The apathetic look in her eyes has kind of faded and she seems a little interested.
We know his wife does. The group we're chasing, which is kind of responsible for a lot of things that have happened in this city, she has ties to them.
Interesting.
They've infiltrated the council here, and have been working to establish an anti-mage government, essentially.
Do you have proof of this? Not because I don't
Uh,
believe you, but
Yeah, actually, I think that we do.
We have a lot of correspondence. We
Yeah.
haven't been able to get hands. All right. Well, I mean, you've stuck your neck out pretty far for us, so far.
I haven't had much of a choice.
Masara,
That's true.
the disappearance.
The ambassador from Fumar.
Yeah, that was us.
And it also wasn't Masara.
Also, wasn't Masara. She was a murderer named Fallon, who killed a friend of ours. And the actual ambassadors from Fumar were killed en route to the city.
Do you have proof of this?
We know the location of the destroyed convoy.
Are you headed to the city center?
We are no, we were
Yes.
planning on yes. Oh
Well-
yeah, we still got to deal with the hand and Sweetie.
Well, we have to talk to. Well, I wanted to talk to Eon, and
Yeah. So yeah, we were gonna head to the mansion in Center City.
They likely won't let you into the council building, but if you have any way to send a message to Jaina Morez,
Yes.
she would appreciate this proof.
We have not met her yet, so we're not I don't know the nature of sending. Does it need to be somebody I've met, or is it just somebody
Yeah.
else? Yeah.
but maybe DG.
DG could get in and deliver the message. That would be hilarious.
Hello. I
Message for you.
don't mean to poo-poo this idea, but a talking rat is a pretty magical occurrence, and in a city where magic is barred, that I'm worried for DG's safety.
Well, the good news is DG, when he's not speaking, looks like a normal rat. So I think he can get away with the whole being a talking animal thing until he gets to the council building.
Additionally, he could just like take a note.
He could also just carry a note, but he could just follow Merez around until she's in a secluded area and then speak with her. Because if we give him something that somebody could find and read, that's probably not.
That's true.
DG does have a pretty distinctive mark, though.
Yeah, but
Someone wanted to harm her. Just wanting to point that out. He is easily distinguishable from other rats.
he is distinguished.
Yes.
Very distinguished.
What do you think, DG? Do you think you'd be able to pull that off?
I can be very quiet.
Yeah. You don't talk to anybody, but
I can see the one who is sweet.
Sweetie.
She is nice to me.
Is she in the big building?
Yes.
I think we need to make our way to the big building. If we talk to Merez, we have an in, and if we can nip this in the bud, maybe we can take care of what's happening to the city right now.
Okay, well. Okay, either way, we need to get to the city center.
Yes, you need to talk to Ian.
Need to talk to Ian. And is that where the Shaw House is too, in the city center?
Yeah.
And if we want to talk to Alistair, that would be the place to go.
It's kind of right on the midpoint of like the Bowerstone district and the city center.
So, okay.
Is Eam is Caiaphas's mom, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I still had that.
Speaking of getting out of here, I kind of have an idea. And I want to run it by everybody before we do it. What if, hypothetically speaking, an incubus managed to make their way into your house? I turn to the homeowner whose name has slipped my mind. Nimue. If an incubus snuck into your house and perhaps charmed you
Off the table.
off the table. Okay.
Your
Her ears are
insinuation is
flushed.
that you would be the
A
incubus.
Succubus then?
An incubus?
I don't think he meant like literally.
I don't mean like literally. I mean like I'm going
No,
to cast.
I have a reputation to maintain, but I suppose it won't matter if I'm in prison.
This is why I'm running it by everybody.
This
So
Please.
like this feels really what's the word? Bad. This is
okay.
This,
So all that's going to happen is I'm going to cast Charm, and if you're willing, you can fail the save, be charmed, give the guards reasonable suspicion that something got in here and managed to trick you, and while that's going on, we are escaping.
That would help me get around their items.
We would be kind of targeted, right? Because we're strangers.
If anything sees us, then yes.
Well, I mean, how long has the city been on lockdown like this?
Since a day or two after the disappearance of the ambassador.
Okay, so for like a few weeks. Okay. Well, I mean,
Is there a reason we're not just having me scratch out the ward above the door?
That would be simple.
Is there
I feel like that seems like because I don't know how you run things, Gwen, but like if you do that charm thing, won't that alert them? And then we have a very limited time. Whereas if we scratch, theoretically at least, it's maybe a shorter amount of time or a longer amount of time.
I'm worried that if we do that, it paints a target on Nimue.
well, we can do both.
I can talk myself out of most things. Their technology is rudimentary.
But scratching out this symbol won't alert them necessarily.
Not that
It
we've
doesn't-
seen.
Okay.
There have been several. At this point now that like she's a little bit more like slightly more at ease with you all, it seems. For emergencies, some of us have had our familiars scratch out the wards, and it doesn't seem to alert anyone.
Oh, okay. I was
We
under the impression that doing that would send a red flag up.
Yes, I was as well.
Not to my knowledge. It just deactivates it. and it doesn't seem like there's an immediate response. There is always eventually a response, but
Then,
So
then Rubicon, do you want to just turn into something that can climb up there and scratch that out?
Yeah, I think that's probably best, unless you want your rat. Also, I'm just gonna kind of glaze past the fact your rat can talk. That's really cool.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure to meet you, DG. Yeah, okay.
Distinguished gentlemen.
I didn't know you all had a rat that could talk. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Thanks.
I can't even talk when I do stuff like that. So that's wow. Well, I got a lot to learn from this guy.
stuff like what?
Oh, kind of like this, as I'm just going to kind of like disintegrate in front of everyone as it kind of like,
Oh God!
Once again, you see this core hovering and it kind of reshapes and the gravel kind of forms back up around it. As we'll turn into, I don't know, we need something small.
Something small but still capable of scratching stone.
a monkey.
I was going to do a raccoon.
Yeah.
Hey yo!
Rock on.
As it just stand in the middle of the room, just like,
Wait, what about Raccoon Island?
We don't.
where do you think I got the idea?
Do not talk about that.
Nimwe's eyebrows kind of like raise, and her eyes kind of glance up to May. Interesting friends you've made.
I just met them.
I just take a little bow as a raccoon.
I just met that one.
I see the Shaw girl is not with you.
It's a weird way of putting that.
I had my hopes and my doubts, but is she compromised? As you say, her mother, maybe?
I don't think that it is willing. But I don't know.
Her expression kind of... She's been very, like, apathetic and a little careless, which is a new side of Nimue that you haven't seen before, but her expression kind of grows more, like, closed, which is more familiar. Shame.
Do we want to send DG to send a message to Morez?
This is entirely new to me. Whatever you think is best.
Whatever you send, make sure it's hard proof. If you
I
can.
think we should just plan a meeting, if possible. And that way we can explain everything and show it.
You may have a hard time getting into the council building. It's currently under extreme lockdown. They don't want a repeat of what happened last time.
But a rat.
A rat could get in, but
If
no one can get in and no one can get out.
we have no guarantee that the portals that were in Fallon's office are still there. But if they are, that would be quick proof.
Yeah. The portals in Fallon's office, as well as any of the many letters we have that say what exactly Fallon was doing here. But if the council is all corrupted and it's just Morez, then I don't know what she'll be able to do.
Out of game, Quinn, did you speak with Riley about the band of mercenaries that she sent out to investigate?
No, I don't think I spoke to her about that because we told her about the corruption in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
The band of mercenaries that she sent to investigate the Fumarian ambush.
Yeah. Right, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, and you haven't spoken with her about that?
No, I don't believe so. Quinn has 8 intelligence, so I think he just kind of forgot.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't. Okay.
as raccoon, I'm gonna go over towards Nova and just start pulling on like the pant of their leg, and just start like pointing towards like the window or the door that I can just be like shoved out somewhere easily.
Wait, should I be lifting you up to? Is the ward on the exterior door or on the inside of the house?
Yeah, so Nimue kind of shows you, and she walks you through a large building to where the front door is. This is not a home, it doesn't look like. This is an auditorium that is comprised of 3 rooms, her private office, the lobby in front of her private office, and then the actual auditorium and class space. Looks like this was not meant for living in. But there are various like accoutrements, like a weird bedroll set up in one corner and like a little cook fire area set up in a different corner. Looks like she's been holding here for some time. And when she takes you to the front door, it is this kind of large, like 10-foot door. And kind of points up through the wall of where it would be. There are 2 small windows on either side of the door, and another 2 above those, closer to the glyph.
Okay. Nova being about 7 feet tall, also having the ability to reach. Yeah, she just picks up Rubicon and puts you through the window.
I'm just picturing like a raccoon, like
Yeah, just a raccoon. Yeah, just like scraping on the wall, kind of just like squeezing out.
She's kind of like holding up your back feet as you're like getting the leverage and stuff. Like,
Rubicon, make an athletics or acrobatics check as a raccoon.
Okay, so I don't have a raccoon stat block. The weasel is about the closest I could get.
Go for it. That's fine.
All right, so an acrobatics, that's gonna be +3. Okay. Yeah, buddy.
Hey.
Little trash panda.
Oh, you got this. Like the little trash ninja you are. And you get out and you see it. There's like a glyph that's kind of like a Y with some lines through it that appears to be glowing very, very faintly on the outer wall. But it is a smooth, like exterior wall. It's not like a brick house.
Okay. So just so I have my positioning in the right image, I'm now like outside, but I'm up, right? About 8 feet out of like kind of like a little window, essentially.
Yes.
And
the
it's
thing is 12 feet above you.
12 feet above where I'm at currently. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
It's 20 feet off the ground.
Gotcha. Looking around, is there anything to, you said the building itself is smooth. Is there anything to grab hold of or anything in the vicinity that I could utilize?
There's the second set of windows,
Okay.
which are kind of about in line with the glyph. And in between those, there are 2 little like lantern stakes you
Okay.
could potentially use.
Okay. I'm nothing if not American Ninja Warrior Raccoon Edition.
Let's go.
Gonna do this.
Acrobatics check
Okay.
for the first jump.
For the first jump, 14.
You just 14 is what you need. You just barely get your little paw through and you scramble up onto the lantern.
Just imagining like Miko from
yeah.
fucking Pocahontas.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
And then from here you can make it to the second set of windows, which are close. You would be within reach of the glyph.
Okay. As I'm gonna kind of shimmy up, like bracing myself and taking my little raccoon hands, just gonna.
Wait, so you jump first? First, you have to get to the windows.
Okay. I thought you said I could make. No, that's fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to jump up.
Go ahead. And
no,
make another
it's totally
check.
fine. Another acrobatics. Okay.
Go for
Come
it.
on, Poppy. Ooh, not good.
So.
Yes.
You're soaring through the air like the magnificent raccoon that you are. And the window ledge just barely, it's just outside of your reach, and you start to fall back towards the ground. Do you do anything? You're falling.
As I'm just gonna expand outward, just in kind of like an explosion of gravel, as I just panic into the form that I knew would save me, as I'm now going to be a giant bat.
Yep.
Incredible.
And when I say a giant bat, I mean the size of a horse bat. It's
That's
just
good
in
to
the
know.
air, like,
Fuck me.
Good to know.
as I'm then just gonna kind of flap over and try to like hook on
Uh-huh.
using giant wings to hook onto the window, and then use the little back legs to just.
Incredible. I'll just need, I think, a strength check with advantage because you're the size of a horse.
Okay, now there is a giant
Are your
bat.
feet claws stone or like cartilage?
It is whatever a bat has.
I meant the actual like toenails, but
Yeah, it'd be actual like tone, like the, I don't know, whatever the combination of like calcium and all that nonsense it is.
Bat
My
beans.
question for you at this time is: are you transmuting from stone to flesh every time you wild shape, or are you maintaining
Oh,
stone?
a very good question. One that I will leave a mystery. Okay, you said a strength check with advantage, correct?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's see if we can do it. Oh, not good. 11.
You're scratching and scratching, but you're not making a dent.
Hmm.
It's not working. But go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh,
Ah.
we're so stealthy. Jump at is that? Oh, no, we're feeling it.
You're fine. Hey, you're fine.
I am the knight.
Incredible. So as you're there, like scraping and scratching, off in the near distance, like around a block, you hear.
Fuck.
I'm just gonna stop
Mhm.
and just like freeze in place.
Completely
just
still. You watch as what looks almost like a giant vulture, massive, a large creature, launches itself onto the building across from you. Looking through the streets. Its
Just
beady
staying
eyes
perfectly still.
Like the
scanning.
world's craziest gargoyle.
And it takes off and disappears around another set of buildings. Now that you know that it's there, you can kind of still hear it.
Perfect. I'm going to listen for it and make sure that it's a safe distance away before I start doing that again.
Sure. Are you just going to try to scratch it again?
Yeah, that's the only
Okay.
tools we have in our belt as a
Let's
giant
go.
bat.
DC is a little bit higher now. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. That's
Oh,
gonna
another
be two.
nat 20.
Yeah. Is this strength check at advantage again, or is this straight?
Advantage. Yeah.
Advantage.
I
Okay,
think, yeah.
your call. Better 18.
Hey.
Beautiful. You manage to gouge a deep line through it, and the light kind of fades.
Most excellent. That sound again.
Yeah, it's continuing to kind of echo.
Can I try to pinpoint exactly where it's at?
Yeah, make a survival check.
would you have echolocation as a giant bat?
I do. I have echolocation as a giant bat.
Incredible. Any relevant? I don't know if you get
It
like
is.
advantage.
I get advantage on perception checks, and because I'm druid, I get to use my perception.
Then yeah, use perception instead of survival.
Fantastic. It's gonna be 24.
It is about 3 blocks away to
Okay.
the north.
Okay.
Which
So
is the
we are
direction that you
going.
need to go.
Okay. So waiting, making sure it's at least kind of seemingly heading away. I'm then going to just as bat just kind of slowly make my way down to like the window on like the ground floor of where everyone's at, and just like stick my head like from the top down, just look inside at everyone.
The rest of you all did hear the screech when it landed on the rooftop. The series of screeches. It kind of like, those of you that are like not at least sometimes made of stone, it kind of reverberated through your bones a little bit. Nimue kind of paled where she stood, but
Nova to Nimue, do you know what that creature is just by the sound of it?
nothing like I've ever seen before. They're all over the city.
Okay.
What I have seen, they'll emit these screeches that seem to stun anyone in a certain radius. It's not pretty.
Okay. Do you know what that radius is? Just generally, like.
We've guessed that it's somewhere between 15 to 40.
Okay.
It's been hard to analyze from
That's
remote
still
locations.
really helpful.
Why?
Lets me know not to try to get up close and take a swing at it.
Why not have the mages fight these things?
Too unpredictable, they say. They half think that we sent them.
Or maybe they don't want it stopped.
I've thought about that too. Someone.
Yeah.
But whoever it is, unless it's everyone in the council, they believe whatever dark magic has been working in Nero, we are the conduit. And if they contain us, at least until there's more concrete proof, the threat will be more manageable. And yet they go on and use their little magic items as if they know the toys that they're playing with. All too eager to use magic when they don't have to deal with the human element of things, which I suppose I could understand.
What is the lighting situation outside? Like, is it a dark vision is needed, or are there city street lights?
It is.
Just like afternoon.
Yeah, it's like an early afternoon. It is a dark day. It looks like it's overcast, and whatever storm is over Under, it appears to be raining here as well.
Okay.
It's kind of like that really dark daylight. Well, if you're gonna go, just if you need to come back, don't get blood on the floors. And don't. And don't get caught.
And
This whole time Rubicon has still been
Just
tapping.
like lightly tapping, like
Tap, 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 tap.
Okay.
tap,
Well,
tap, 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 tap.
I think we gotta get out of here while we can.
The sooner the better. But
Yeah.
be
Stay safe.
prepared, be alert. Remember everything, she says, kind of looking at May. Though I know you will.
thanks for everything.
It's my job. Never mind. In fact, Here. And she extends a hand out, and it's containing a glass vial that appears empty. She extends it out to you, May.
What is it?
A potion of invisibility. In case. Take it. I have other means.
Okay. Thanks. May will take it.
Now I have a mess to clean up, so unless there's anything else.
No, headed to the center of the city, right, guys?
Dare I say it was nice to see other people. Be well.
Be safe.
And you. Kind of hands clasped behind her back, she stalks back through the back room.
Well, let's head out into this fair city.
Woo.
Should we? Oh, Quinn,
Rubicon, in your head, you just hear Nova's voice being like, "We'll be out in a moment. Stop tapping."
It just stops. No one was acknowledging.
We acknowledge it out of game, and that is enough.
We all just briefly start ticking like May.
Yeah.
May is like so used to tuning out, like that kind of shit.
Okay. Yeah. Let's head out then.
Okay. May will kind of guide people through the city as best she can.
Okay. I know that we're a little bit early, but I think as you all emerge into the streets of the Bowerstone district and proceed into the larger city of Nero, we will stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to get into something that we can't finish.
Ah!
So we will pick up back up next week.
What's
Much
murder?
wisdom. How dare you?
We only have 20 minutes. That's not enough time for murder.
Plenty of time.